Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
Will all come back to you. Bridge drive, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope y'all are having a good night. I forgot to turn on my little light guy here, but that's all right. Hold on a second. It's fine. I hope y'all are doing well. It's, again, midnight here once again. I mean, of course, duh. But if you want to watch this live, you can go to twitch.tv/melted lyric original, all one word, or on my YouTube channel where you can find all of the episodes there. But if you go on my Twitch, you can watch this happen live, but you can also watch the after show, which basically I edit down the podcast and just talk stuff that doesn't happen elsewhere. So it's more of an incentive to do it there. And any clips, everything that happens after the episode that happens on there, after the 2 weeks are up from Twitch and whatever, once that's gone, it's gone. It doesn't exist. It's poof, it's gone. It does not exist. So, yeah, that's a good reason to go watch this live on Twitch or listen to it live on Twitch. But if you can't, listen to it or watch it live on Twitch, you can watch the VOD again on Twitch. But if you can't do that, you can go to my YouTube where you can listen to every single one of them or watch them if you do it that way. I know recently, though, YouTube is really, really, really against people having ad blockers on their channel, which, it is what it is. And okay, so it's only I think it's a thing that I've heard from one of my pals. He was like, yeah, apparently they're raising people's CPUs and it's indiscriminatory. So even if you have YouTube Premium, like if you have an ad blocker on your computer, like even active, if you have it active on your computer, whether you know it or not, it will raise the temperature of your CPU by like 20 degrees. I don't know if that's Celsius or Fahrenheit. I'm thinking probably Celsius because typically when you're judging that sort of thing, yeah, but 20 degrees is a fucking lot, dude. 20 degrees is a ton when you're dealing with that sort of thing. Dealing with computers. Because, yeah. But I feel like he means Fahrenheit because if they were to do it 20 degrees Celsius, that is literally criminal for watching videos on a website. That is borderline criminal. And yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah. But I hope y'all are doing well on this day. It is fucking cold outside, dude. How cold is it? Let me check. I am genuinely curious how cold it is outside because it says it's 7, but that's not right. That's honestly not right. I could be wrong. Oh, wow. Today's incredibly warm compared to some other days. It is 3 degrees out right now. High today of 10 degrees. Oh, and maybe slight possibility of snow? Maybe not. Who knows? I know high of 7 degrees. I'm sorry. But even so, yeah. It's been the past couple of days have been extremely cold. Not the coldest it's ever been, but once it starts dipping into the negatives, I start going into what I like to call apartment mode, where I have when I used to live in my apartment up in Moorhead, what I would typically do is I would have multiple layers on, and even with the heat blasting, I would have multiple layers on. So what I would do, what I'd be usually wearing if I'm not taking a shower, which because I love taking long. I personally love long hot showers, but that's besides the point. Uh, but what I would be wearing, so like from bottom, the bottom half is mainly what we'll get into. Well, top half too. So the bottom half, what I would do is I'd put on over my underwear, I would do long underwear, and then like after I put, and the sequencing, keep in mind, is extremely important in this case. So you put on some long underwear, and then over that a pair of long socks, and then over that a pair of like short feet socks, like ankle socks. You don't want anything like, you want it to cover your feet or a heel or whatever. You want it to cover your feet because when, like, say you're wearing shoes, they don't give that great of coverage because they want your foot to breathe typically. So 2 pairs of socks is pretty good. And if like snow were to get into your shoe, you have one layer between your foot and the snow, so it gives you an extra layer. And then obviously wearing a pair of pants, because why would you be wearing shorts right now? Unless if you have to, or you physically can't. Because I know some guys that physically, like, yeah, they can wear pants, but like they can't. They physically like they can't. What was I saying? So so underwear, long underwear, 2 pairs of socks, and pants. Like, yeah, that's 5 layers on the bottom. Up top, if depending on how I would do it, so I'd put long sleeve shirt. Now, I'm not doing this too deep on this one. So if I'm going outside, I would do a long sleeve shirt, another shirt over that, put on a sweatshirt or something, of that sort, and then a jacket. So long shirt, sweatshirt, jacket, 4 layers right there. But then then you got gloves. And if I'm wearing a jacket, preferably one with a hood, or even like with the sweatshirt, one with a hood, because at least another layer for the head. So basically 4 layers up top, but then 2 pairs of gloves, or like a mittens or gloves, whatever, mitten, glove, that combo, and then a hat on top. So you have a bunch of layers covering every part of your body, and if need be, a scarf, because covering your face is important. But yeah, I would go all out just to be comfortable in the cold. Especially like for me too, when I was working at the TV station, I would be the guy when it was like snowing out or whatever that would go out and wipe off people's cars, because like in between shows we had nothing to do, or in between like because our prime time was like the 6 o'clock, and then our next show was 9 o'clock, so we have like about 2.5 hours there, or like 2 hours that we can't really do all that much. So we just kind of wait. Yeah, we got like 6:30-ish to about 8:30 around, to we can't really do a whole lot unless if you go home to eat and whatever. So during that entire time, like either you go home to eat or whatever, or you'd stay there and just do stuff. And so what I would do on my break is I would wipe off people's cars, because it was something to do, honestly, and it's a good thing to do. And yeah, I layered up, and also we needed someone to like wipe off, like brush off the satellite dishes, because that was also a thing that needed to be done at work, Because if you didn't do that, then the signal wouldn't go anywhere if it built up way too much snow. So yeah, I was the one that was making sure that the dishes were clean. Every people's cars were wiped off. Or I tried to get most, if not all, that I could. But yeah, I went hard. I went really hard when I did that. And it was something fun to do to just pass the time. But yeah, that was fun. Those were fun times, even though like it was cold out. Like I don't feel like I was ever like extremely cold because I was just so layered up and also just like used to it. Weird, used to it. But yeah, I haven't really done that a whole lot since. So I haven't gone that gung ho on like layering up, because I think like even for going to work today or yesterday, whatever, I think I did. Bottom was exactly the same. The top, I think I did t-shirt, sweatshirt, coat. That's it. I mean, obviously gloves and stuff and the hat, but that's about it. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. I like layer up quite a bit just to make sure things are good. But next week it looks to be like significantly warmer, which is so crazy. And it's also like across the entire U.S. Like a huge winter storm came through and just basically messed up a lot of things. Like I don't know if they were even able to do it. I think they did, but like one of the playoff games is in Buffalo, New York, and they got just like dumped on, and the governor like say, hey guys, we can't do this. We literally cannot do this because there's so much snow. And then that Monday came around when they after they postponed it. I mean, I think the game went on Monday. I'm not sure. I didn't watch it. But then I just remember one of my coworkers was like showing me like, hey, look at this. And it's just like some dad like kind of like shuffling his way through the stands, making a path for his kids who were walking behind him through the snow. That was as cool as that was, it was kind of funny. It's kind of funny because like that's come on. Yeah. But it hasn't really snowed a lot this year, which I'm kind of happy about, because like snow sucks. Snow sucks. And that makes the driving conditions worse, obviously, but yeah. But also because it's so cold, the car washing stations are shut down. But then I think my work was like or like whatever, a gas station that's associated with my job or work or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, you can get a coupon for a free car wash. But then it went on like, well, one, that would be cool, but two, it's like you can't really do that. It's so cold outside. How will we do that? I'm trying to distract my bacon because I just don't want to keep him in here in the room. Hi, sir. I know you don't want to come on, but give him food. Give him a little food. He's been kind of very nice right now, but yeah, he's been waking up family members, and honestly, I want him to stop. No, I'm not gonna give him to you. He's my kid. Hi, sir. Yeah, I gotta take him to the vet sometime soon. I need to. I really do. But yeah. I forgot what I was about to talk about. Oh yeah, but I've never had, so like with my car now that I have, I've never had like issues even like with like starting it up. Um I think the closest I've had some pretty close calls, but I don't think I've had any real bad issues with starting up my car, like in the cold weather. And I think a part of that, especially like when I was living at the apartment, was that the way my work slash sleep schedule occurred was like I would drive to work when it was like very bright out, so it was warm, and I would be coming home late, so my car was warm by the time I got back, so that didn't give it a whole lot of time to like freeze over. So by the time it comes around to me having to go back to work or do something else that day, then all of a sudden I don't need to, because I don't need to like sit for an hour or whatever because my car is already warm. But I think recently with this cold, like I think a lot of cars weren't ready for it. It might had some trouble. Like especially like on Monday I had my car outside. I'm like, I had a little bit of trouble. Like I gave it, like it was struggling. So like, all right, I'm going to give this a minute, go back inside, came back out perfectly fine. Good to go. So I was happy about that. And you know what? I'm on tonight. And you know, my hips don't lie. Starting to feel the fight. Oh yeah, I do want to actually talk about that. I'll probably talk about something related to that later. I just have to remember it, which I feel like I have a very bad tendency to forget that sort of stuff. I should probably write that down because I will probably forget it. Actually, no. Hi, Bacon. Hi. He's expecting more treats, but he's not getting any right now. Hi, sir. He's like, oh, I deserve some treats. I just got some, and I know you have them right now in your possession. I know I want it. And I have a certain set of skills that can annoy you, especially since you're on, you're live, you're doing stuff. I know how to be. Oh, he's taking a set. Aw. Hi. I would show him, but kind of messy. I don't want to mess with the image. I could, though. I don't want to. Also, I give too much credit to the video watchers. Listeners. Yeah. Man, if I could actually... Bacon purrs fucking loud. Like, he purrs loud. He also meows loud. He is just very loud. Like, he is audible. Like I could have him on the other side. Like, I could have him in my, like, where I sleep, and I could probably still hear him. He's that loud when he purrs. Like, he's loud. And when he actually goes, like, when he meows, oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can hear him throughout the whole house. Unless if your door is closed and you have something like, playing over. Oh yeah, you'll hear it. You'll hear him. He's a loud cat. Very loud. Oh, I don't want to go into magic cards, but I really am close to getting into it. But actually though, that is getting into like, last week I put out a video for on my channel, my weekly stuff, because I want to keep up on that sort of thing. On I'm blanking. Emmer Cruel, the Eldrazi Titan versus 15 Squirrels. So go watch that on my YouTube channel if you can. I put in like when I actually recording the video was one take, and I think making the slideshow for it took me about 2-3 hours, because like I was planning it, making sure all the transitions and whatever worked, and coming up with like a script, quote unquote, honestly, I think it came out very well. But watching it over after I posted it, I realized like, I kept saying the wrong name. Like later on in the video, I kept saying Ulamog instead of Emmercool, and I already posted the video out. I know I can edit it and repost it, but I don't know if I'll do that. I don't know. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that way. But no, it was a good video, and I loved working on it. And actually, like, it's weird too because like that one really popped off. I mean, comparison the past week, I mean, it popped off for as small as my channel is. It kind of went off, which is nice, and I like it. And I posted it extremely late at night. I'm just like, oh fuck, I gotta post my video now. And that's how it happened. But now we got a thing for this week, and then I kind of want to get ahead of the game and actually like post stuff in advance or like have stuff ready in advance just in case. So I'll probably work on that within the next couple of days. I'll probably post a shorter video this week. I'm thinking out loud. I'll probably post like a very short video. Just like a meme. Very quick one. I don't know. Actually, I think I have an idea. I have an idea. But it's kind of an inside joke, so no one would get it. I don't know. Maybe not. I'll think about it. I thought of other things. But then again, I don't know if it'll work because, yeah. Thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. Okay, you know what? We're opening some magic packs now because I want to open up some magic packs. Gosh darn it. So I bought some Ravnica Remastered. I got 4 packs here. 3 draft boosters. Actually, I do have so my girlfriend got me like a pack of or set whatever thing of draft boosters of Ravnica. So I opened one of the packs. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna open up a pack, and I did. And let me find what I pulled. I pulled a Liliana Death Horde General and a Hollowed Fountain from the same pack. Both of these are like $9, like $10, which isn't too bad. It's not too bad, but like in the same pack, yo, goated. I'm like spontaneously. I'm like, fuck it, and I open. I'm like, what? But yeah, that was fun. I'm trying to teach her how to actually play, and Magic is not easy to learn. It's hard. It took me years to even, because I'm a gullible guy. It took me years. It took me years to deal with trauma from that I talked about on the last episode. How long do you think it took me to learn how to play Magic? I'm still a dumbass. And there's obviously everyone misplays here and there, but So we got 4 packs. We're rolling in the D4. If I roll a 4, then I'm gonna open up the collector booster. I have 3 draft packs and 1 collector booster. So if I roll 4 twice, I'm opening it. If not, then we open up however many packs. So let's go. That kind of, I don't feel like it counted. It was kind of a 2, but it also didn't land. So that's a 4. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a 2. So that one did count for the 2s. I'm going to say. That's a 1. I don't know, because it landed on, it was a 2, but I feel like it landed outside of the thing and on the pack, so I feel like that's a cheat. Okay, I got a 4. I'm going to count the other 2 as something, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do evens will be not, odds will be. So, wait. Fuck it. We're doing 4. We're doing 4. I gotta get content. I gotta get content. You already know. I'm desperate for that time. But these are the last. This is the last of the draft boosters ever. Like, unless if they reverse whatever. So Ravnica Remastered is the last draft booster set, which is with draft boosters have been around since the beginning of the game. But also these are plagued with. I still hate the fact that they do pack tricks. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like they do pack tricks. This is not Pokemon. Let's just put the pack in a way that people can recognize what order they're in. Like if there's a rare or whatever slot, cool. But for God's sakes, have it in a same order for everything. Anyways, first pack. Azorius. There's some good stuff, even for the comments. Burn Bright's pretty fun. Blade Brand. Oh yeah, because I shuffled it. So Soldier Token. Oh, Gilgate. Rakdos Gilgate. I'm like, no way. And then behind that we got a Coiling Oracle with the retro frame. And behind that we got, oh, what's this? Oh yeah, Pariah Shield. All damage that would be dealt to you is. Hold on, I gotta get Bacon out. Get him away from the door. I don't want him scratching it. Pariah Shield. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to the equipped creature instead. Ooh. There's a way to trick that. Oh, I know what I can do with it. Evil face. And then the rest of the pack. Whatever. There's not really anything great in it, but Pariah Shield, I have an idea for that. Actually, I'm going to throw Bacon some food. Some treats. We're getting to pack 2. All right, pack 2. Let's open this one. Oh, you got a Shuffle. I think right there. Yeah. I don't honestly know. All right, we got a foot friend. A foot friend. Then we got Force Adaptation. That's actually pretty good. I like that card. Band Together. Rising Populace. Sinister Sabotage. Cloudfin Raptor. Boros Elite. Blind Hunter. Bacon no. Bacon no. That's a card. Spy. Bomber Core. Oh, Doggy. Oh, no. A Legendary Wolf. All right. For the mana fixing, we got. Ooh, a Selesnya Signet. Okay. And behind that in the retro. Oh, Deathrite Shaman. This card is basically. People call it a creature planeswalker. Even though it's not a planeswalker, it's got like 3 separate abilities, which like. In a way, like 3 separate abilities that you can use it for a turn. So basically, it's a planeswalker. Basically. And they're kind of decent. Then behind that, wait, is that it? What? Dead to the Deathless? What the heck? What? What the hell? Feels like I got gypped there. Only 1 rare? Only one in the retro foil? What the heck? On the retro frame? There's nothing behind it? What the hell? Alright. Pack 3. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, God. Actually, this one's really freaking tough. Alright, there you go. Nah. Yeah, like that. 3, 2, 1, flip. On pack 3. We got Stalking Vengeance, Angelic Exaltation, Morning Thrall, Arboreal Grazer, Deputy of Skymaster, or Keymaster Rogue, Syndicate Messenger, Sky Knight Legionnaire, which I feel like the bird on this kind of looks like a sliver. I've always thought that, but it isn't. Macabre Waltz. Oh yeah, I was like, wait a minute, is this the weirdly racist card? No. Scorch Rukaska or something. Elf Knight token. Ooh, Simic Gilgate. Like, I get excited. I'm like, oh, might be a Shockland, but no, it wasn't. Foil, we got a Drudge Beetle. Behind that, we got Skewer the Critics. Deals 3 damage to any target. Or you can cast it for a spectacle cost. I don't remember what that was, but I forget. Sword of the pay runes. Comes in tapped, gets +2/+0 as long as it's untapped. Poop. It's not great though. As long. Oh, tap creatures you control get +2/+0. It's not great, but it's okay. It's okay. I don't know, man. And now we go on to the collector booster. Man, I tell you what, this one, man. This one, I feel like this one's good. I feel like this one's good. If I can figure out how to actually open it, that is. Like, this is actually kind of tough. Oh, jeez. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, look at that. Oh, man, that foil. The foil on literally the packaging. All right. 3, 2, 1, flip. Wait. This does this too? What the fuck? Yeah, this does it too. What the actual fuck? So let's do it now. Okay, ultimate price. Put this on there. It's a fucking Cerulean Sphinx. Ministrant of Obligation. Azorius, Arrestor. Coiling Oracle. Basilica Guards. This guy. Goblin Token. Pithing Needle. Ugh. Seriously? Ooh, Overgrown Tomb. Alright. It's not foil, but full art. Not foil, but full art. Behind that we got and Enter the Infinite. Yeah, let's go. That's awesome. In a retro frame. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your library, then put a card from your hand on top of your library. You have no maximum hand size until end of turn. It's pretty fun. And then we got Cinder Vines. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, Cinder Vines deals 1 damage to that player. Alright. And then Devouring Light. Fucking... Oh, Fate's Fetters. And then Call of the Conclave, and then Simic Gate. All right. I think the Overgrown Tomb is probably the card from it. And Enter the Infinite, so. Actually, let's look those up. Because I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like this is a win on the pack, but might as well double check. Let's go to Card Kingdom. We go to Ravnica Remastered. Then we're going to go to Shop Variants. And then we're going to look for it. We're going to find it. And then we're going to be like, whoa. We're going to be like, whoa. So Overgrown Tomb, $15. $15, not bad. Not bad at all. I really want to get a Cloudstone Curio. I really do want to get a Cloudstone Curio. But who knows? I wanted to see Call Off Ghost Council full art for this guy. Like, people like go nuts over it, but it's not that much. It's only like $7. I'm not seeing. Oh, Enter the Infinite. Okay, with the art, $5. Not bad. Not bad. So I 20. It's not too nuts. So whatever. It is what it is. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad about those packs. It could be worse. Oh. But yeah. All right, yeah. Now I actually remember the story that I was going to talk about. I don't even know what the reason why I was going to say that. Okay, I remembered it. I think I already told the exact story, but it's a segue into what I actually do want to talk about. Shoot, I don't remember what the actual thing was. So something with band. And I don't remember what instance it was. My band director, well, now principal of my high school, well, my band director during high school is now the principal of that same high school. So it's kind of cool. Good for him, because like he so here's the thing. This dude never watched a single Star Wars movie. Never watched a single Star Wars movie. You want to know how he found out? So it was my junior year, and The Force Awakens comes out, and what does he? And we were like, we got to do this song. We got to do like a melody of the music from it, because we have a lot of good talent in our band that's going to be graduating. If we don't do it, it's kind of wasting that talent. So we caved. Like, a lot of people were like, kind of like, let's do it. And then he caved in. It's like, all right. So we're doing it. And then during one of the practices, it was during Kylo Ren's theme, or like segment of Kylo Ren's theme. And he's like, yeah, you got to be real brooding and like menacing. Kind of like with Darth, like the scene with Darth Vader in this one. And we're all just like, what? And he's like, is Darth Vader in this one? Granted that the movie came out, a couple months prior, like, not even a single one. And this dude goes, okay, I remember the exact reason I was going to talk about band. But this dude legitimately had not seen a single Star Wars movie. It was so funny. It's so funny. Because, like, he also grew up in that time. That, at least in the mid-late 80s, like, you could have seen something. Or even, like, early 2000s. Like, he would have probably been in college or something. Like, goddamn, dude. Goddamn. So he could have seen the prequels. But honestly, it's the prequels. So, some of them aren't as great as others. Bacon's looking at something. Oh, the hips don't. Okay, hips don't lie. So the story behind that one, another band story where he was oblivious as hell, is we were doing. I can't remember what the other song. It was like a kind of like a summer song, like a whatever. But the other half of the melody was "Hips Don't Lie" by Shakira, and we went through the whole entire like summer marching band season. The one summer we actually did marching band, like legitimately, like he never even had the thought to watch the Shakira music video of "Hips Don't Lie." He did it afterwards, and he's like, "Wait, we did this?" It's like, dude, seriously? How do you not know? How did you not know? Just so like, come on, dude. But what I actually wanted to talk about was my choir director. Even though they had like my band and choir director had slightly similar names, and if I were to say it, that'd be kind of be giving off. I don't want to dox or whatever, give hints or clues to anything. So I'm not gonna say their names. But my choir director is important in my life because of what he has done for me. Although some of it he kind of just didn't and just trusted me, but he did it in a good way. So he first started, like, he only lasted at my high school for 4 years because politics and stuff like that, and other reasons. But I'm not going to get into that. So the entire time I was in high school, he was there, which is cool. And it wasn't really until my junior year where it started to really click. That year was very important, and I think I've already talked about it for other reasons. A couple of foreign exchange students of ours that we've had basically tried to ostracize my family, and it was not fun. It was a horrible, horrible time. But what that did, it did a lot of things, and it showed. I would have changed to a different school, but if it weren't for my band and choir director being like, no, you need to be on top of them and make sure that they do not slander our family. Like, they went to the principal and basically told him, hey, this is happening. Don't quit. And like, even my parents were doing that. It's like, hey, you need to be on top of the situation. Even though it's not really entirely in your hands, you need to be on it. And like, you need to be aware. And yeah, it was a thing. But during that time, my dad turned back to the church, and we went to a local church, and then he learned that the worship leader, or the main guy leading the band, was my choir director. So I started going. I think this was the summer between my junior year and senior year. And I remember the first time I went to a church service was outside, because it was like their whatever, like picnic, whatever festival thing. The one service they do outside, or because you can. The one service that they did outside, that was my first time, and I think I just kept going on from there. And what I really loved doing was being in the back and doing like the slides or running the sound. I love doing that. And I just kept doing that and doing that from week to week to week, or even like joining the band, because I've done that sort of stuff before. And so it just kept snowballing. So like I was kind of important to the tech side of the service. And that was the main like even outside of church. Like when it came to like the concerts and stuff like that, I basically tried to help where I could. I mean, I couldn't really do a whole ton, but I tried to help out where I could and gave people time, or, you know, just help, or mics or stuff like that, because that's important. And it was because, like, he did some hands-off stuff. So, like, when it came to, like, singing choir stuff, because he was so swamped with, like, 100 plus other students, he kind of had me do my own thing. He trusted in me that I could get the job done. And by goddamn, I got the goddamn job done. I got that job done. So when it came to my senior year, for choir, for vocal, just for choir alone, so we have this thing called MMEA, which basically it happens in January, where you perform a solo or MMEA solo ensemble, where you go and perform a solo or with a group, perform a song in front of a judge, and you get scored based on how well you do. I think everything that I did that year, I did a solo for French horn, which I got the highest. There's 4 rankings, and it's out of 40. So the highest ranking is a superior, then an excellent, then a good, and then I honestly don't know from there. Bad. But like, I got a superior in French horn, and then for vocal, I did a solo, a duet, and an ensemble. So like, I had like 3 going. I got a superior on my solo, superior on my duet, and a superior on my ensemble. And he had almost 0 hand in doing any of that. Not to say like in a bad way. No, he had no hand in doing it except for giving his good grace and saying it's good and giving his like a second opinion. He did nothing in that process except for putting me into the ensemble because, groups and stuff like that, getting people together is kind of hard. Like he did, I don't want to say it immediately, he did basically nothing in that sense. But because of it, a lot of good things had happened. And I am very grateful for that. But because of the stuff I did at church, not only did he bring me back in, but he also got me into the tech side, which the tech side goes into what I went into college for, going into the entertainment industry, and then snowball from there and brings me to where I am today. It is basically because of him and my dad that I am doing what I'm doing. It is the exact reason that I'm doing what I'm doing today. And I am very grateful for it. Man. And the funny thing, so after I graduated high school, he went to his family moved to Iowa, and he taught high school and a different thing in Iowa. And this guy literally can like turn a whole choir around from just being absolute shitheads into like state like high contender. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get bacon. All right. As I was saying, like he turned like a whole bunch of like screamers and other people that wanted to hog the spotlight into a top tier state qualifying choir. And that's what he did. Also in my senior year, there was like a competition for a local uh, car dealership or whatever. I don't know exactly the whole entire details, but the contest was for a bunch of a group of high school choirs to where basically it was a contest to see which group got chosen to sing with with Foreigner, and this for the song "I Want to Know What Love Is." So they would be the choir for that song, and my high school won solely because of the way that my I feel like partly because of the talent, but I feel like it's largely came about due to how my choir director recorded it. He recorded it in so we have this entrance. So in the entrance, we have an entrance, the front door, and then there's this little, I want to say mud room, right before you actually come into the entrance, just kind of like an airlock in a way, in a weird sense. But it's got a very high ceiling. It reverberates very well. They recorded it in there because of it, and it sounded so good in there. And that's the actual reason why. Some another top contender lost because they were being very artsy with it, and they are very, very good, but that's the exact reason that they lost, is because they got artsy with it and tried to tinker and dink around with the format of the song, which they shouldn't have. But yeah, but then also for again, a similar thing to soul ensemble, but a large group for a whole choir, he also got a superior for that as well, for I don't know, for one or more. I think he only got one. I don't think he sent any of the other choirs to do it, but again, a whole choir to do a set list of songs and get a superior on it, that's kind of nuts. Very nuts. Very good too. But yeah, and then once he went to Iowa, he's I could tell a lot of the songs that he was doing with them were the same ones that we did with us. But I went down after my first year of college, almost immediately, just to say hi and whatever. And me and my dad both dressed up in a red polo and khaki pants, brown dress shoes. And I shit you not, he was wearing a red polo, khaki pants, and dress shoes. It was the night of a concert too. It was so funny. It was so funny. Ah. And we had no communication, even with his wife at the time. We told her that we were coming, but we didn't tell him that we were going to be dressing up like that. It was just so spot on and so coincidental that we get down there and he's just, and we took a photo of it. It's still funny to this day. Oh, every time I look at it, it's just oh my gosh. Oh, I would definitely show it on stream, but oh my god. Oh. Oh man. But yeah, he both my dad and him were the sole reason as to why I got back in the church, and I'm doing what I'm doing now. It's because of that. It's because of that year, honestly. Honestly, out of something bad came something good, which, yeah, that this too shall pass. That's a story for another time. A motto I truly do love to live by. This too shall pass. Yeah, I don't have enough time to really explain on that. because I need to end the podcast like soon. I would otherwise, but not now. Well, honestly, some of the magic cards I got kind of hype. Although that set booster didn't really pay out as big as I thought it would. There's some good cards in it though. That one's not really great. Activate abilities with the same name can't be activated. Well, can't really do that unless if it's like a Shadowborn Apostle deck. Doesn't really do all that much. Yeah. But it's gonna be so. I hate how cold it is. At least though, it's not like when I was living up at the apartment though, it got colder. I felt like, and even like when I was in college, I was walking like in worse, colder temperatures to like at least, I want to say half a mile to class. I'm obviously weaving through going through buildings and stuff like that because the campus is kind of set up that way that you can walk to a building, walk through it, go to the next building, walk through it, go to the next one. Like you can walk straight to wherever you need to go, but it's cold in the winter. So basically, like you'd be building hopping all the time. I think, yeah, because, like, if I'm not mistaken, MSUM Moorhead is the coldest university in the 48 states. The continental U.S. or whatever the word, whatever that phrase. I think it's the 48 main states and then Alaska and Hawaii, whatever. Obviously, Alaska's a lot colder. Hawaii isn't, but you get the idea. Anyway, I think I should probably get close to ending it. So, if you want to watch this live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltAlertOriginal, all one word, or you can go to do that for my YouTube channel as well. But if you go to my Twitch, you can watch this happen live, as I literally just said. And you can watch the after show, which literally is just kind of off the record stuff of while I edit down and trim the podcast and just make it look good. And just wait for it to just kind of mess around before it renders and maybe sometimes upload, depending on how long I go with it. But anything that happens on the end, the after show does not show up anywhere else. So if you want to shoot the shit, that's where you want to after the podcast and go deeper into topics, that's where you go. Yeah. But after that, after the VOD's gone, after 2 weeks, it's gone. But you can still watch every edited episode on my YouTube channel since the beginning. All 65 episodes now. Yes, 65. Including this one. That's happening right now. Wow, this is kind of honestly kind of meta. Now I'm thinking about it. Like, I do actually want to make sure that it's 65 because I'm pretty damn sure I'm right, but I could be wrong, and I don't want to be wrong on that. Going into my dare, and going into my dare. I think I'm right. Yeah, 65. Big brain. So yeah, you can watch all 65 episodes as of this episode, as of this one that's happening right now on my YouTube channel. Once they're uploaded. Yeah. Or more. Yeah. Also, I'm posting a video each week of random length, indeterminate amount length, just of whatever. And last week's one is up about Emrakul fighting off the battle between Emrakul and Eldritch God versus 15 squirrels. Yeah. Yeah. So go watch that one. That one's pretty good. Honestly, some pretty fine work was put into that one. Yeah, thanks to Gradients for the use of their song Used to It off from the album The Call. Very good stuff. I think I've looked, I can't remember who said it. I think they're planning on moving down. I feel like they're going to move down to the cities, which is going to be cool. Because I think in a recent post from the band, they said that they were going to be doing less shows in the Fargo-Moorhead area, which I feel like might be indicating that they're coming down to here. Because like I know a few of them have families in the cities. I know they're not breaking up yet. I hope they don't. Obviously, no. I hope they don't. But from what I do know, I mean, they obviously have stuff ready to go. They have some of it recorded. They just need to, editing and stuff sucks. Editing sucks. No matter what you're doing, editing sucks. Because then you get all up in your own headspace. Especially if it's your own stuff, you get up all in your headspace and you're like, oh, you got to be perfectionist. And then it's like, end of the day, it's like, oh, you got to put something out. And it's like, oh, it's not good enough. And then you're like, oh, damn it, I'm stuck in this loop. But yeah, I know they have stuff ready. They have stuff. I don't know if I could say a new album, but they have some songs at least that I know they have ready. Like they've been playing some of them for 2 years at this point. Or around a year and a half. It's at least. Yeah. A year and some months. I don't know. And thank you for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all that other fun stuff. But as I look at the time each episode, all of a sudden it's not midnight here anymore, but it's midnight somewhere else. Until it becomes midnight here once again, I'll see you later. But until then, bye-bye.